Hello everyone, my name is Bridget Rose Bismian and I was assigned to a short story and poem. So I choose the short story of an incident by illusion and I'll be telling you the summary of the story. An incident by illusion. There was a man reminiscing the 6 years been sleep since he came to the country to the capital. In that time, he's seen and heard quite enough so-called affairs of the state, and he don't like the culture of the state. Then he remembered a significant incident during the winter of 1917. He's been waiting hiring a rickshaw since it's winter there, not much people outside. When he's riding the rickshaw, suddenly an old woman cut across the road in front of rickshaw. Then the rickshawman already pulling up the rickshaw, otherwise she would certainly have had bad fall and being seriously injured. The rickshawman asked the old woman, "Are you all right?" And old woman said, "I'm hurt." But the guy riding the rickshaw did not think the old woman was hurt because the old woman pretending to be hurt. And there have been no witness to what had happened. The policeman came out. The guy in the rickshaw got down from riding. The policeman said he can't pull you anymore. Without thinking, he pulled a handful of coppers and handed it to the policeman. The guy walked alone thinking, but he is almost afraid to speak up. What happened? Yet this incident keeps coming back to me, often more vivid than in actual life, teaching me shame, urging to reform, and giving me the fresh courage and hope. A Spring Morning by Meng Haoran. Spring morning arrives without my knowing. I hear birds chirp everywhere. After the night and wind and rain, who knows how many blossoms have fallen? So the interpretation of that, um, the poem is Ming Haron poems often depict quite solitary scenarios that stem of living his first 40 years in relative isolation from the rest of society due to his reclusive lifestyle. He spent much of his time observing the natural world surrounding him. In this particular poem, he builds upon his observation of the natural balance of nature. Every pleasant aspect of nature is accompanied by its bleak counterpart. The first two lines paint in a bright spring morning filled with a blooming life and the creeping of birds. However, the third line darkens the image of with the reference to the shadowy night, where um, where the sound of the heavy rain and wind replaced that singing birds. Furthermore, flourishing life mentioned in the first half of the poem interfered from the lively song of the birds, juxtaposes the decaying life, which is the fallen blossom, in the latter part of the poem. The fact that Ming Haoran opposite positive and negative force demonstrate his belief that there are two sides to every situation. So that's all for my report.